Hey, welcome back to another episode of Simple Truth Television. Today is April 1st, 2022. So, tomorrow on April 2nd, the final four games are going to be played. So, it will be Villanova versus the Kansas Jayhawks. And the night game will be the North Carolina Tar Heels versus the Duke Blue Devils. Now, I'm going to give you guys two picks. Well, my two picks and who I think is going to win the championship. So altogether, you guys are going to get three picks in this one video. You know, I usually don't do this, but usually on championship games, I do give out free picks. And recently, I've been feeling generous, and I have been making videos giving out free picks. And I'm not always right, but I'm more correct than I am wrong. So if you want to take my advice, you can. You're not obligated to. This is all. I'm just going to present numbers to you, and if you think it makes sense, then you place a bet on it and make some money off of it. Because these games are all rigged, and we understand the system that these people operate by. And I've been doing this for a very long, for like 3 years almost. And, you know, I have a lot of experience, and I'm pretty good at what I do, so. You know, if you feel like what I'm showing you guys it makes sense, then make some money off of it. If you don't think it makes sense, you can just watch the video and then just watch the game. You know, I don't want people coming back to me on Sunday saying, "Oh, you told me this team was going to win and they lost." Well, you're an adult, hopefully. This video is for adults. And you should make your own decisions at the end of the day. So, I'm just going to tell you guys who I have, and then I'll tell you guys why I have those teams, right? So, the first game, the Villanova game, I have Villanova beating Kansas. I'll talk about why in a second. The late game, I have North Carolina defeating Duke. And I'll tell you guys why in a second. And on April 4th, which is Monday, which is the championship game, I have North Carolina beating Villanova. So altogether, I have North Carolina winning the championship and winning against Duke. And I have Villanova upsetting Kansas. So just keep in mind that, you know, Villanova and the Tar Heels are both underdogs. They're both underdogs by 4 points right now. So if you was to parlay the Villanova Wildcats with the North Carolina Tar Heels, you're going to make a lot of money because those are two underdog picks. The line are like plus 160 right now. You put that in a parlay, it's going to look really good. The payout is going to be looking really good. I think $100 will get you like $900 back, if I'm not mistaken. So let's talk about the Villanova game first. There's a couple of things that stand out with this game, but the thing that I like the most about that game is that right now Villanova has a 5-4 record versus Kansas. And in Gematria, when you write off Villanova Wildcats, the name of the team, in the most pure cipher, it equals 64. You could do a Google search and just check the Villanova basketball team's record versus Kansas. It should say 5-4 if you're able to find it. So let's see. So it says here that Villanova is 5. Yeah, this is probably an old article. They're 5-4 right now. So yeah, this is not an old article. But I don't know why it says 5-3. They're not 5-3. Let's see if I can find it for you guys. You know, research is the key part about this research. Well, it's the key part of this work. You know, you have to make sure that these stats are accurate so that way you can make the proper prediction. Not sure. The other day it came right up, but now I'm having a hard time finding it. Let's see. I'm almost certain that it's 5-4, but I just want to show you guys so you guys can see that it is 5-4, and not something else. Mm-mm-mm. Actually, this is okay. It is Kansas. I can't find Villanova up here. Oh, here it is. Okay, so yeah, it is 5-4. So Kansas is 4-5 against Villanova. I don't know if you guys can see it. Let me zoom in. So here it is. So they have 4 wins and 5 losses, and which means that Villanova is 5-4 against Kansas, right? Now, if Villanova wins, Kansas will fall to 4-6, and Villanova will improve to 6-4. And in the most pure side for Villanova Wildcats is 64. You know what else is 64? Kansas Jayhawks. In the single reduction cipher. So Kansas Jayhawks also has that 64 gematria. So think about it. If the Kansas Jayhawks lose, they'll be 4-6. Villanova will become 6-4, and both teams connect with the number 64. So that's the first thing, right? Second thing that I like about Villanova is that they can pick up their 31st win of the season. Kansas equals 11, and 31 is the 11th prime. But not only will they pick up their 31st win of the season, they're also going to pick up their 11th road win of the season as well. So just think about how perfect that is for them to pick up their 31st win and their 11th road win as well on the same game, when 31 is the 11th prime. And they're doing it against Kansas, which is a big 11 city. Look at this. And the most pure side for Kansas equals 11. Kansas equals 11. All right, so those are the things that I like the most. And, they're also in their 102nd season. And I think this championship game is a big Super Bowl riddle. I know a lot of you think that because Mike Szyszewski was born on the 44th day of the year, that the Duke Blue Devils are going to go to the championship game on 4-4. You guys have to dig deeper. There's a deeper riddle with the championship game, and it does connect to the Super Bowl, but you have to make the right connections. Him being born on the 44th day of the year is not enough. Look what I noticed yesterday, right? Okay, so Villanova's mascot, think about the name of the team, right? The Villanova Wildcats. I mean, what's a Wildcat? Think of Tiger. Think about how the Bengals was in the Super Bowl. Bengals is a Wildcat. And the Tar Heels mascot is a Ram. So think about it, on 4-4, like how the Super Bowl was on the 44th day of the year. In the basketball championship game, they can have the Wildcat versus the Ram. Just like how in the Super Bowl, which was played on the 44th day of the year, they had the Bengals versus the Rams. You see how they do it? These people are very clever. So just because Mike Szyszewski was born on the 44th day of the year, that doesn't mean he's going to play on 4-4. Keep in mind that on April 2nd, that's 44 days after Michael Jordan's birthday. All right, so think about the Tar Heels can advance to play on 4-4 44 days after Michael Jordan's birthday. And I know a lot of you say that, well, Duke equals 41, and the Duke and the North Carolina head coach can fall to 4-1 in the tournament. Yes, that is true. But the championship game is going to be played on a day with 50 numerology. So how perfect for him to go into that game 5-0. And this is what I mean, you guys. You guys have to start doing your own work and stop depending on other people. Because I've noticed that, whenever somebody puts out a prediction, it's like the entire community starts promoting that prediction. I don't want you guys to even promote my stuff. Just do your own work. You can look at other people's work and say, you know what, that does make sense, but let me do my own research as well because I might find something different. People say, well, Duke is going to win, and then the whole community says that. Like in the Super Bowl, everybody says, oh, it's the year of the Tigers, so the Bengals are going to win. And nobody even looked at the possibility of the Rams winning. It's just strange. You could be a sheep and be awake. Just because you guys are awake don't mean you're not a sheep. Because think about what the definition of a sheep is. A sheep is a follower. Right? Somebody that doesn't have their own mind. Somebody that just follows others. That's what sheep do in the farm. Right, so the coach for the North Carolina, he could become 5-0 and head into that game 5-0. And that game was also going to be played on 322 days after his birthday. That magical number, 322. But this is why I like Villanova winning. Well, I do like Villanova winning, but not the championship. I like North Carolina winning the entire championship because I think this is going to be a tribute to Michael Jordan. Earlier this year, I put out the video that I think that the Chicago Bulls are going to go to the championship in the NBA. And I'm still standing by that. Because like I said in that video, I think this whole season is about Michael Jordan. Because Michael Jordan, he just turned 59 years old. The name Michael Jordan equals 59. We saw a big tribute the day before his birthday with the Tar Heels and the Bulls. Remember, the Bulls became 23-8. Michael Jordan is 238. The Tar Heels became 18-8 because the name Michael Jeffrey Jordan is 188, like greatest of all time. And the Tar Heels also became 23-8. They won 5 games after that in a row and became 23-8, just like the Chicago Bulls did. The Chicago Bulls became 23-8 at home, just not for the season, but the Tar Heels became 23-8 for the season. You see how the Tar Heels are on their 112th season? Chicago Bulls is 112. Now look at their record. Right now they have 2,321 wins. So how many wins will they have if they win the next 2 games? They will be 23-23, like the number that Michael Jordan used to wear. Think about that. And notice right now they have 48 losses. If they pick up one more, they'll have 131. Right? Championship is 131. So they could go into the championship with 131 wins. How perfect is that? I mean, don't let that 131 ruin your day on Saturday, because a lot of you know about 131. So don't bet against it. Okay, so you see the 48. You see Mike Szyszewski. If he loses on Saturday, he can pick up his 48th loss against the Tar Heels, 48 days after his birthday, and he could do it in the Final Four round. And I know you guys are going to say, well, he has 101 wins, so he can pick up his 102nd. Yeah, but wait. It's 48 days after his birthday, right? Final Four is 48. He can pick up his 48th loss against the Tar Heels. And think about who was born on the 48th day of the year. Michael Jeffrey Jordan. The 102, it is there. He can pick up his 102nd win. But he can also stay on 101. And that is a big North Carolina Tar Heels number. North Carolina Tar Heels is 101. You see how it's 331 and 124? Yesterday was 331, and I should have documented this, but there was a news story of this former Tar Heel. It was 124 days after his birthday, and he was in the news yesterday on 331. And his that whole story was synced up with the Tar Heels, but that's not that important. What's important is Mike Szyszewski staying on 101 wins versus the Tar Heels, and his career coming to an end. I mean, this is a rivalry that is almost identical to the Yankees and Boston Red Sox rivalry. The Tar Heels and Duke Blue Devils, the rivalry. So I think that's how they're gonna, send Mike Szyszewski off. A loss to the Tar Heels. It's possible Duke wins tomorrow because there are numbers supporting him. But I just feel like the whole Rams versus Wildcats narrative. I like it. I like that a lot because that's what they did to us in the Super Bowl. And then again, this is the year of the Tiger. And a Wildcat, isn't that a Tiger? You just had the Rams win the Super Bowl. And this game is on 4-4. And the Wildcats are in their 102nd season, like how the 102nd NFL season just concluded. What else? Okay. There's a lot of news stories that came up in the past few days. Like this one here, it says that country star Eric Church, he canceled his concert so he can watch the North Carolina game against the Duke Blue Devils. But what stood out to me about this story is that Eric Church, I wonder who gave him that name. His birthday's on May 3rd, right? And May 3rd, not only is he 44 years old, like how the championship game is on 4-4, he's a big North Carolina fan. And he's supposed to be just canceled his tour so he could go watch the game. The guy who's 44 years old, his team could be playing on 4-4 if they win tomorrow. But I want you guys to notice his birthday. His upcoming birthday, his 45th birthday, has identical date numerology with the championship game. And I think, yeah, his birthday, wait, let me see, when was he born? 77? Was he born in a leap year? No, he wasn't. Because I was going to say, because May 3rd in the leap year, that's the 124th day of the year. Like how North Carolina Tar Heels is 124. So. Yeah, so that's what I noticed about Eric Church. So he's canceling his tour to go see his North Carolina Tar Heels play the Duke Blue Devils. And so let's see what's going on with that. And we know he's 44 years old. The championship game's on 4-4. What else I liked? But yeah, look, let me just show you guys the Mike Szyszewski, what I was talking about with Mike Szyszewski. So Mike Szyszewski record against the Tar Heels. You see how he's 50-47? Yeah, that's the tricky part because, Final Four is 51. You see how they did it? Final Four is 48 and 51. So he can either pick up his 51st win or 48th loss. So this is how they double code the games, Because he's on 50 and 47 right now. But I think he stays on 50 wins. The opposing coach, Hubert Davis, he becomes 5-0 in the tournament. And then goes to play on Monday on a day with 50 numerology. I think that's what they're going to do. And they're going to give this Mr. Mike Szyszewski his 48th loss 48 days after his birthday when Final Four is 48. And, of course, that will be a tribute to Jordan, who was born on the 48th day of the year. And, if the Tar Heels do win the championship, they'll be 23-23. The numbers that Jordan wore. Well, the number that Jordan wore. Right. See what else I was talking about earlier. Yeah, but I did this riddle right here. I don't see how it doesn't play. This is how they like to mock us with this stuff. They gave us the Super Bowl. They had a Rams versus Bengals, and then championship in the NCAA. They'll have a Ram versus the Bengals. They do this all the time. Just think about what they did with the Tampa Bay teams a couple of years ago when they had the Tampa Bay Devil Rays go to the World Series. They had the Tampa Bay Buccaneers win the Super Bowl. They had the Tampa Bay Lightning win the Stanley Cup. I mean, just think about the mockery with that. Years before that, they had all the Boston teams winning. They had the Celtics winning the championship, then the Bruins winning the Stanley Cup, then the Red Sox, and the Patriots. So they do this all the time, and I think it's time that we catch on by now. So, and again, it's possible that it's not neither of these teams, because the thing about these championship games is the riddles are always tight. There is a narrative for Kansas. I'm not gonna act like there isn't. There is a narrative for Kansas, and there's a narrative for the Blue Devils as well. Like the Hubert Davis, he can become 4-1. Duke is 41. TBS is 41. But out of all those narratives, this is the one I like the most. And a lot of you like to criticize people when they're wrong, but at the end of the day, you have to make a pick. There's two teams playing, and only one of them is going to win. And when we have numbers going on both sides, we still have to make a choice. I'm not going to give you guys the runaround and say, well, here's a narrative for this team, here's a narrative for that team, and then you go do whatever you want. No, that's not helping you. There's numbers for both sides, but which side is the strongest one? And in my opinion, this is the strongest narrative because this is the biggest mockery. Because it's more than the numbers, right? They like to mock people as well. And what a mockery for them to have an identical championship to the Super Bowl, more or less, right? Two mascots are similar to the two mascots that were in the Super Bowl on a similar day, right? 44th day of the year, and the championship is on 4/4. So 44 days after Michael Jordan's birthday. Look at this. Michael Jordan born on February 17th, the 48th day of the year. The championship is 46 days after his birthday, but tomorrow's game is 44 days. I'm trying to think how the 46 connects. And for one more 44, Saturday is a day with 44 numerology. Out of 48s, Final Four is 48. Mike Szyszewski picks up his 48th loss against the Tar Heels 48 days after his own birthday on a day with 48 numerology. And Michael Jordan born on the 48th day of the year. Now, you know what I was thinking too? I was like, maybe that whole Will Smith slap was predictive programming for the championship because I know he's from Philly, which is Pennsylvania, where the Villanova Wildcats are from. They're from PA. And I think Chris Rock is from South Carolina. So I think Chris Rock is from Charlotte. So just think about the PA guy slapping. I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, so he was born in South Carolina, in Andrews. Not that far from North Carolina. So I wouldn't think. I don't think there's a connection, but it probably is. But you know what is? Look at this. Something else they like to do is they like to schedule, other leagues. Whoa. Scared the shit out of me. They like to schedule other leagues and, give us a heads up of who's going to win in the other leagues. Because look what they're doing in the NBA on tomorrow. Tomorrow, the Philadelphia 76ers are playing the first game of the day. Right, Philly, PA, Villanova, and they're playing against Charlotte, North Carolina, Michael Jordan. So the Michael Jordan's team is playing the team from Pennsylvania. And think about it. Tomorrow, Michael Jordan's old team can win along with the team from Pennsylvania. So this is something else they like to do. So I found it strange that they're scheduling the Hornets to play the Sixers tomorrow on the day of the Final Four. And again, this is Michael Jordan's team. So I don't know. I think that's enough. I think those are the things that I like the most. Now there's probably other things as well, but those are the things I like right now, and I don't see how this doesn't play. If you guys want to call in and add on anything, number is 646-986-0958. I just pinned the number on in the chat room, so you should be able to see it. And if you want to add on anything and tell me why you disagree with what I'm saying, feel free. Okay, so Atachi says the 46 connects to March Madness. It does. Yeah, because the final the championship game is 46 days after Jordan's birthday. Look at that. Nice. And it's also 118. Like Mike Szyszewski can stay on 118 all-time wins in the tournament. Hello?
Hey, what's up, man? My name's Austin. I was just commenting in the chat.
Oh, wait. I don't know what happened. I'll call you back, Austin. My bad. Hello?
Please leave a message.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, Austin, I'm sorry about that. Call back. I'm sorry. I hung up on you. My bad. Szyszewski's coaching record. Here it is. My bad, Austin.
Weird. I'm like, what the fuck?
My bad. What's going on?
Oh, you're good. Thought we were getting fucked with there for a moment. I don't know. I saw your live stream about Jordan, and I've been connecting Jordan to these tornadoes that have been going on lately.
Okay, talk about it.
I think they're in coordinates to so you had Klaus Schwab's Great Reset speech was on 6/2. The final start on 6/2. And I've been connecting a lot of things with that. Queen is 62, XRP Ripple 62. And the movie Jaws came out on 6/20 in 1975. And there's a famous quote in that movie where it's like, they're all worried. There's kids playing pranks in the water about a fake shark, and meanwhile, there's a real shark sneaking into the pond, and a girl catches it, and she goes, "There's a pond there's a shark in the pond. There's a shark in the pond." And then the mom of the Chief Brody goes to her, and she's like, "Michael's in the pond, their little boy." I'm like wondering, 33 weeks after Klaus Schwab's birthday, which was on 3/30, 66 days later was his birthday on 3/30, and 33 days later, think Last Dance, about 33 and 23, and then you have all these tornadoes spin up on 3/22, and tornado equals 3/22. High auroral research program equals 2/23 in full reduction. HARP. We're spanning tornadodes, and I think when Jordan dies, what an energy suck of spiritual energy they're going to drain from everyone worshiping, these athletes.
Like they did with Kobe Bryant.
So I do not want him to die by any means. I love Jordan.
Well, he doesn't love you.
But
though.
How interesting is that? It's 5/1, XRP equals 51, and Giannis was born in 51, or on 5/1. Jordan or Kobe died in a helicopter. You have the song Airplanes about Jordan. Jordan goes to the Wizards, the Wizard of Oz. This is all about Dorothy's getting her house blown down. The Duke power. What's Duke famous for? Duke energy, Duke power. The power's blowing out. The Great Reset.
I like it.
I think you're spot on with Michael Jordan, man. The Rams, I mean, come on. The Wildy Cat, Will Smith, the Rock Smack, you're on it, dude.
Right.
I think so. I connected in a completely different way, and here I turn on my YouTube and you're live streaming talking about what I'm thinking about, and I'm like, holy shit, I got to call in and connect this shit. Because I think it's about the tornadoes. Who else died on 23/3? Jordan Maxwell. Jordan Max. Air Jordans, child sacrifice, Saturn. They got to make Jordan suffer. He's built his whole life off of these poor children in China. Just like LeBron, the new legacy. I bet you the championship game has to do with the sacrifice of the Golden Gate Bridge. Jordan Sparks, her name in the news. 88 miles an hour. I believe there's going to be a coronal mass ejection, and it all has to do with Kobe, the son. Jesus comes back as the son. Lionsgate, 8-8, all of these movies. I think there's going to be a coronal mass ejection on 8-8, 88 miles an hour, like Back to the Future, and it's gonna be the large discharge. The last time the greatest power discharge the Suns ever had was the Carrington event of 1859, and the Carrington event wiped out all the world's telegraphs. How perfect would it be for them to have this big power outage, Duke falling, Duke power? I don't know, man. It seems pretty
that seems like a deeper riddle. It's probably
with all the Golden Gate Bridge 811 stuff, but if
I know, but I like your theory though. I mean that's how they do it. You know, they like to predict it. They like to use the predictive programming for other events.
Right. The Bulls were created on 1/16/1966, the same year the Church of Satan was created in 1966. Just like how in Astro World, Kris Jenner was 66 years old on 11/5, and earthquakes equals 5/11. Oceanic rocket equals 5/11.
Yeah, but you know the thing with this is, you know, there are riddles for Duke. You know, he could pick up Mike Szyszewski could pick up his 6th championship.
Right, the 666.
Yeah, the whole 666 thing. But
right,
I like this riddle more though.
I could see how it could go anyway. I'm just thinking I just wanted to bring up this fact that, you know, if Jordan were to be sacrificed, this is like the time traveling device of gematria to see it before it happens. And like,
well, they are paying a lot of tributes to him this year, and you know,
right. That's the only reason I came up onto it, because I've been seeing a lot of your work, other people's work with Jordan, and you know how he's 6'6" and all that.
Yeah, now that I think about it, you're right about that. Yeah, they use a 66 a lot with his career.
Bulls equals 66, Bulls equals 66 and 33.
They was founded in 66.
Antron died on 33, 44, and 55 date numerology on the same day as The Last Dance.
If you remember his last shot, there was 6.6 seconds on the clock.
Did you know that Jordan's airplane is called Yahweh?
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, how weird. And Yahweh in Jewish Hebrew equals 26.
Like Jordan.
Like Queen. Like XRP Ripple.
Okay.
Like the XRP Ripple is in the Bank of America, which the Bank of America has the 33 logo, and the Bank of America is in San Francisco. Think Enron wiping away. XRP does not need Ripple to go forward. I don't know. Maybe. I hope I'm wrong, because if I'm right, that's not good.
All right. Anything else for us?
No, that's all, man. I appreciate having me on.
All right. Thanks a lot, brother.
Yep. Appreciate it.
Yeah. So, you know, there are riddles for Duke, you know, but I think this is all Michael Jordan tribute, and you know, North Carolina becoming 23-23. How can you fade that? How can you fade that? Come on. Oh man, what are the odds? Like what? What are the odds they need 2 more wins to become 23-23, and there's 2 more games left in the season? What is that? A coincidence? And they're on 48 losses. I don't know. You got this guy named Church, big North Carolina Tar Heels fan, canceled his tour. Birthday syncs up with the championship game. I don't know. Villanova in the 102nd season. We got the Charlotte Hornets playing the Philadelphia 76ers on the same day. We got the Will Smith character from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Smacked the guy from South Carolina. And then this is funny. As Blue Devils 44 years in the tournament. Yeah, but I think he stays on 118. March Madness is 118. The blue and what I was saying is the Blue Devils can stay on 118 all time tournament wins. Not Mike Szyszewski. Mike Szyszewski has 101, which connects to North Carolina Tar Heels. Just want to clarify that. But if anybody else wants to call in, the number is 646-986-0958. So if somebody just called in and hung up on me. So appreciate that, John Robick. Thank you. Somebody says, do the NBA predictions for the playoffs. I'm not putting any more stuff. I'll put on the championship game. I already spoke about the championship game for the NBA. But my day-to-day games is going on Patreon, not here. This is a championship game. This is why I'm giving it out for free. Hello?
Yeah, what's going on, Art? You still on YouTube?
Yes.
You still streaming?
Yes.
Gotcha. No, I just wanted to ask you what you thought about something. I heard you say, you mentioned the Will Smith and Chris Rock situation. Can you hear me still?
Yeah, I'm listening.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'm driving right now. My bad. Yeah. So now I was thinking, that's kind of strange. Chris Rock's from Carolina. Will Smith's from Philly. You got the Sixers and the Hornets playing tomorrow, right?
The same day that the Villanova and the Tar Heels can advance.
Right, exactly. So what I was thinking is this: you remember Will Smith slapped Chris Rock. Could that be a thing where they're saying like, I don't know, could that be symbolism as far as like Villanova beating North Carolina per se? And the reason why I asked that is because of this. Just hear me out real quick. I don't have no stake in it one way or the other. I'm just trying to get your thoughts on something I just thought about. So basically, if North Carolina loses to Villanova, then they'll be 22-24, right?
No.
Am I correct?
No. Because they have 2,321 all-time wins. So their loss will be 800 and something. It won't be affected by the 23 number. I'll show you though.
Gotcha. Yeah, no, because I heard you say they'll be 23-23 if they win.
No, they'll have 2,323 wins all time. That's what I meant.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So if they lose, they'll have 839 losses.
Gotcha. I don't know, man. Just something to think about. Like I just want to know if you can see it going the other way. Like could Will Smith slap be like symbolism of Villanova beating on North Carolina?
I don't know, but who do you think?
I know, right?
Who do you think won? Who do you think won that whole situation?
Oh, Will Smith and Chris Rock.
Yeah, Chris Rock came out the winner.
It depends on how you look at it.
Yeah, it depends how you look at it. So the guy's on tour. His ticket price is doubled. So who's really the loser in that case?
Right, and I don't think the slap made Will Smith look any much stronger as a man or anything.
Yeah, but did you hear what Will Smith said on the Instagram a couple of years ago? I'm not sure if I can play this.
Nah, what did he say?
He was talking about how I'll show you the clip and then you can watch it on my Instagram. So gotcha. let me just show you. I don't think I can play it on here. That's why I like people to follow me on Instagram because I can put stuff there that I can't put on here. So it's on the screen now. Let me just pause it. So the video is called, he put it on his Instagram a couple of years ago. It's called The Power of Perception. And he was saying how, don't believe anything you see on TV. All of it's fake. I'm not really in the beach right now. My face really doesn't even look like this. And what he does in that video, he smacks the screen just like how he smacked Chris Rock. And he was just saying, like, don't believe anything you see on TV. It's all fake. We in 2019. None of this stuff is real. So, yeah, it's almost, so that video I just posted it on Simple Truth Television on Instagram. So, you can watch it. It's 58 seconds, so.
All right. Yeah, one more thing. I heard someone say earlier. I forgot. Well, I was somewhere on YouTube, man. I'm a truck driver, so all I do is ride around, listen to different podcasts and stuff. I heard somebody say earlier that back in the day, I don't remember what year, but it was like back in the day. Chris Rock did a stand-up comedy where he had P Diddy and I forgot the singer, but it was pretty much P Diddy and his entourage. They blitzed the stage after his performance to jump him, but they said it was staged though. So this is kind of in it's kind of like a pattern here, if you get what I'm saying, of people laying hands on Chris Rock.
Yeah, and then there was also a commercial that he had, like, he was drinking like a beer, and then the logo was a hand, and the hand came out of the beer and smacked him.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I put that on Instagram. There was a lot of predictive programming for this, right? From the Sean Wayne skit to all the other stuff that we showed.
Right, yeah, man. He did not have a natural reaction on that stage at all, man.
No, and then just think about it. Somebody's walking towards you to slap you. Why wouldn't you defend yourself and try to move back or try to weave it?
What did you think he was coming to do? Right.
Yeah, he didn't do anything but just stay there and allowed him to smack him. It's just so obvious it's fake. And they both smirked right after.
Right, but listen to this though. You got people saying, "No, it's real." Will Smith was crying. I didn't see this. This guy's an actor, man. I didn't see this guy go through plenty of emotions in shows and in movies.
He said he was crying. That's why it's real. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, man. Different people are saying that, man.
Wow.
That's You know, that's they got their blinders on, man. I don't know what to say. I don't even know if I want to call them blinders. They're just sheep, man. It is what it is.
No, but how? Like, oh my God, my daughter's 10 years old and she saw right through that. She said, "Look at them, Daddy. They're laughing." I'm like, "Damn, you're 10 and you're able to see this."
Yeah, man. It's crazy, man. God bless your daughter, man. She's on the right track.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah, I'll let you go though, man.
Have a good one. Thank you for the call. Yeah, I don't know how people can see through that Will Smith stuff. I mean, wow. Oh yeah, so Atachi talked about Jawan Howard. You know what's funny about Jawan Howard? Oh man, I forgot to talk about this. So shout out to Atachi. He was able to make that connection with Jawan Howard. I should have thought about this, but remember what I was talking about in that video that I made on the Will Smith situation? It was all about the number 6399 because racism is 6399, and Jada Pinkett Smith equals 6399, and they use those numbers all the time. But when Jawan Howard smacked the head coach, remember how many points the Michigan Wolverines had at the time? They had 63 points. And they left the score up there while this stuff is going on so you can see the 63 points while their head coach is doing something to a white guy, slapping him. That's the racism number, 63. And like Atachi said, Jawan Howard and Chris Rock, they both share the same birthday, right? They're both born on February 7th. And there's been, I don't believe this at all, but there's been people saying that Jawan Howard is possibly related to Will Smith because they look alike. But again, I'm not supporting that theory. They might be related. They do look alike. I've seen weird people. They say a lot of weird stuff like they're the same person. And like I don't support none of those theories, but I'm just saying they do look alike. Though I do agree with that. I'm not saying they're related, but they do have a resemblance. I forgot what picture it was that somebody sent me. I mean, just look at them. They look very alike. Hello?
Yo, what's good, man?
I'm good, man. Thank you for the call.
Yeah, man. So you said UNC versus Villanova?
Yes, that's what I like.
Yo, this is Stevie from the BX. African Stevie. What's good, my guy?
How you doing, Stevie from the BX?
I'm good, man. I'm good. How's your fam, man? We haven't spoken in a minute.
I don't think I know you.
Nah, you know me. I know you, homie. You know me.
I know you from where?
Well, from 167 Morris.
No, I don't.
Now, hey, you know me, man. You know, you don't know my voice, but you know me. You see my face, you know me.
All right, so what's going on?
So yeah, man, I saw through that slap, man. That shit was bullshit, dog. You can't fool me with that dumb shit. Somebody slap you, you got your hands behind your back. First of all, once you get my personal space, I'm putting my hands up.
Exactly. Or at least like try to like weave it. He didn't even try to weave it.
We shit. He put his face out there. That's all he did. He put his face out there even more.
What you think about the championship game on the Final Four game on Saturday?
I mean, I thought they was going to rig it for Coach K. I was thinking more Duke, just for the storylines and the ratings, you know? Gotta think about it. If Duke makes it, that's going to be that's definitely Coach K's last game. So they put the hype behind it, you know. It's dollars for CBS.
Yeah. And I'm intrigued by you saying that I know you, but I don't know you. I don't even recognize your voice, but you're it's telling me that I know you, but I'm trying to remember where I know you from.
Mike and Mark's cousin.
Oh, my bad. Of course I know you.
Yeah, I tell you know me.
Oh yeah, I do know you. Oh, my bad. Oh yeah, so okay, I definitely know you. My bad. I didn't recognize your voice though.
Yeah. That's what I said. I said you don't recognize my voice, but you see me, you know me. Yeah. But yeah, I made bread off that St. Peter's pick and your UNC pick. I made bread off that. So yeah,
St. Peter's won on what was it, Peacock Day? National Peacock Day?
Yes, National Peacock Day. You called that shit like a motherfucker.
Hey, what are the odds of that?
Yeah, that's man. Once you said that, and you put the connection in my head, I ran and put the money down.
There was a 13. You took a money line. There was a 13-point underdog.
Yeah, no, I didn't take the money line. I didn't take the money
line.
Oh,
you took it with the points.
Yeah. I took straight up. But it was like I put 50 and I got 300.
Nice.
Yeah, so it was nice. I wish I put more, but it is what it is.
Yeah, but the real reason I like Villanova and the Tar Heels playing is just because what they did with the Super Bowl. They had the Wildcats play. They had the Bengals play the Rams. It's just. And the Villanova Wildcats, their mascot is a Bengal. It's pretty much a tiger. I don't know what that is. And the Tar Heels is a ram. And they're playing on 4-4. The Super Bowl was on the 44th day of the year. I don't see how this doesn't play this. I don't see it.
Listen, you're from your mouth to God's ears. I like it. If you like it, I love it.
All right, I appreciate that.
All right, man, I'm going to let you go to your program, man. I appreciate you. I stay tuned. I support, man. I'm here for you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I didn't recognize your voice, but I definitely know who you are.
Yeah. Stay up, man.
All right, you too. Take care.
All right.
Hey, that's actually a long-time friend of mine. I couldn't recognize his voice. But I definitely appreciate the support. Thank you so much, my brother. So I think we could leave it there. If you're gonna want to invest on this, it's on you. You don't have to take my advice. You guys are adults. Don't go betting the house on my predictions. Please don't do that. Don't do nothing that Jesus wouldn't do, or at least the Society of Jesus. So take care, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and shout out to everybody that called in. Yeah, I didn't know who that was. But then he started giving me my address. I'm like, how does he know where I live? Yeah, that's actually a long-time friend of mine. All right, so Coach K. So Bobby Townsend says Coach K is 5-4 in the championship game and can make his 10th and lose and end at 5-5. I don't think he makes it to the championship game. Again, I think this is all about Michael Jordan and also a tribute to the Super Bowl and a tribute to a whole bunch of other things. So, yeah, shout out to everybody and thank you for joining us. And Again, you know, good luck, man. Good luck. Hopefully, I'm right on this. You guys gonna make a lot of money because these are two big underdogs. The year of the Tiger. Take care, everybody. Enjoy your weekend.